Hey, 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 and yeehaw! Hey, you know me, my name's Pat. We are making RV memories. Today I want to go over with you 4 things you should never do in your RV. Probably more than that, but what I can think of right offhand are these 4, and don't you do them either. Ready? Let's go over these 4 things. Now, number 1. Now, you can't be squeamish on this one either now. Never, ever, ever leave your black tank open all the time. You know what's in the black tank. Here, let me just show you on this sewer outlet about your handles and when to pull them and how to pull them. On this sewer outlet, as you can see, black handle, black tank, gray handle, gray tank. Black handle, black tank, you know what's in the black tank. That's all your sewage. Gray tank is your shower water, your sink water when you do dishes, your bathroom sink when you brush your teeth. If you got a washing machine, typically your washing machine will go in your gray tank too. So we would always keep our gray tank open, black tank closed, because you were just draining that. There's no sense in letting your tanks fill up with the gray water and have to dump them every other day. We just left it open, just let it drain. The night before, when I would watch my readings to see if my black tank's full, I would come out and close my gray tank. Just give it a push. Just close it off. Now gather that nice shower water. We'd make sure we had dishes to do, and then get all of our teeth brushed and all the water from out of the sinks, and we'll get some of the water in our gray tank. Next morning, come out, pull the black tank, let it empty. Sometimes I would even go in, shut my black tank off, and go in and flush it. Flush my commode 8 or 10 times just to get some extra water in the black tank. Come back out and pull it again to get a little bit more of a flush. Then close off the black tank. Open your gray tank. Let all that shower water and sink water flush right through your sewer hose. That'll sort of clean your sewer hose out a little bit. Keeps it all ready. Leave your gray tank open for the next few days, and you're ready to go. And that's the way we did it. Made it sort of easy. Just sort of keep an eye on your readings. Make sure, once your black tank gets full, ready to be dumped. So you want to start saving some gray water. So it helps to flush out that sewer hose. Always make sure you got a bridge for your sewer hose too. So you know what is going that way. You want it to drain good. And that's one of those 4 things that you do not want to do in your RV is keep that black tank open. Hey, while we're talking sewer, or while we're in the sewer talking, don't forget, every time you mess with your sewer or your sewer hose, always wear gloves. Keep those gloves like I did right there at your door when you open it up. Anything you do with your sewer hose or around the sewer at the cap or the drain at the campground, put those gloves on. And please, 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 you can always rinse your hose before you leave the campground. And I urge you, sort of clean it up, but don't put it out on the picnic table to wash it. Whew. Remember, there's going to be a camper come right behind you, and they're going to be using that picnic table for picnicking. They want to know that just before they got there, you had your sewer hose up there washing it. So, no, wash your sewer hose out on the ground and then put it in storage. I made a storage too for mine. Some people like putting them in a storage container or wherever else you like them. Don't be like this guy and just take your sewer hose and put it up in the storage compartment. Phew, that scared me to death when I saw that. So just remember, gloves, gloves, gloves on that sewer hose. Well, that was number 2, to always use those gloves with your sewer. Number 3, you always want to, well, there's several here. Keep an eye on that anode rod. It's in your hot water tank. Might want to check it annually, and you want to probably change it at least once a year to check on your anode rod. And don't forget to bleach out your system. Sanitize your water system. We did it a couple of times a year. Mix about a cup of bleach with a couple of gallons of water and put it in your freshwater tank. Then you can turn on your pump and sort of flush all that water through your system. So at each spigot, you should be able to smell the bleach, and you'll know it's in there. Shut it down and let it set a couple hours. And that'll sort of sanitize all your freshwater system. Then just turn the water on and flush it out. We didn't use our freshwater system a lot, so every time we went, we were on city water. So I would always keep about a cup of bleach and 5 or 6 gallons of water in my fresh tank to keep that fresh tank from getting a little mildew in there. As you travel, that water would slosh. So that bleach in there would sort of clean your freshwater tank. So, and don't forget your water hose. You know, that water hose, if you roll it up in the hot weather, there's going to be some water left in there. If you just tow it home and not go camp for a few weeks or maybe a month or two, you know what that water's going to do in that water hose. Either what I would usually do is drain my water hose, and then I would hold the other end and put some bleach in a little gallon jug, pour it down in the water hose, and roll the hose up. Put the two ends together so the water couldn't come out. And that way you've always got bleach and your water hose stays sanitized, and you know, you just don't want to do with a dirty water hose. And I would always, and I urge you to, always use your water filter. So that's number 3. Number 4 that you don't want to do is going to be your water filter. I'm going to do a threesome right here. Always use a water filter. A water filter is going to make sure that you're going to get some sanitized water, because these campgrounds, a lot of them get well water, some of them get city water. So you want some kind of water filter. It's at least going to be a 5 or 10 micron filter. That'll help filter out your water, make sure you're not getting any nasties or any you know what's coming in your water. Always use a pressure water regulator. Most of the water regulators are set around 45 psi. Some of these campgrounds, their water pressure is going to be up 60, 70 psi, and some of these campers, their water lines are just not made for that much water pressure. So get you a water pressure. You can get adjustable, or you can get that little 45 psi preset valve. That'll be a good one for you. And one more thing. If you got an older camper or a new camper, if you're going to be gone for 3 or 4 days and your camper's there, turn the water off. You never know if you're going to be gone and the water line's going to break, and you ain't going to come back to nothing but headaches and heartaches. All that water's going to go everywhere. So it doesn't take but a second. Turn that water line off. You're not going to need it while you're gone anyway. And you might want to turn your propane off, so nothing in there is going to go crazy if you're going to be gone 3 or 4 days. So those are just some things that you can do to help preserve and make your RV trip a lot of fun. Yep, that's just a few of the things that I'll tell you, at least those 4 things and those extra freebies I threw in there. Never, never, never do that in your RV. Hey, again, my name's Pat. We're making RV memories, making them every time we set our camper up. And you can see we're kicking through the lot here. Yep, just about to take one home with us. I'll show you all about it when I get it there. I'm going in between a couple of slides here. Hey, glad you watched the video. Hope you liked it. Click that like button down there, one of those 2 corners there. Hey, leave me a comment. I know if you're a camper, you've probably got something that you can probably add that you don't want to do in your RV. So click the like button, and I sure hope you enjoyed the video. Again, my name's Pat. Me and my wife Glenna will always tell you, may God bless you, everyone. Hey, thanks for watching.